you. So my intended audience is for like people who are doing education. They can learn from people who are practicing beforehand so that they will be prepared. Okay. So first I'll share my experience with the patient first, and then we'll go into the collaborative goal setting. So first let's. So this is Mrs. K, just replacing the name, Mrs. K. She's 72 years old. Okay. She was diagnosed with Parkinson's 1.5 years before. Like following TKR surgery, after 1 year, she had difficulty in walking initially. Then she's been diagnosed with Parkinson's. Currently, she had increased difficulty in walking independently. Before she was walking independently, but now she started to need supervision at home, within home itself, especially at turning during freezing episodes. She was also having diabetes, and she developed a foot con, clavis, they'll say. Foot con during ambulation, it was very inconvenient, pain during ambulation, it was there recently. So when I went, these were major complaints. She needed supervision during walking, and also the initiation of movement, like after standing from sitting, the initial few steps is difficult for her. She'll having her freezing at initially. So those things were major complaints, sir. 2 slides after, sir. 1 more slide, I'll come back. So based on the impairment or based on the complaint, I thought like I'll measure these components so that at the end of session, a week or a month, I can again visit this and I can see the improvement. So to measure leg strength, lower extremity strength, I took 30-second chair stand test, where she has to stand and sit. We have to count how many times she can do it within 30 seconds. Next, tuck test, time up and go test, so that we'll count the duration, how much time she is taking to stand up, walk 3 meters, that is 10 feet, come back and turn and sit. Okay, time duration will measure. Then she has to, of course, walk a lot for activities. I wanted to measure 6-minute walk test to check her endurance. And also she had a complaint of difficulty in dressing, mainly her blouse, clothing and all. So shoulder stiffness was there both, so I measured her shoulder scratch test, which you need to perform this both hands, and we are going to measure the distance between the fingers. And also to check hamstring or lower extremity stiffness, I took a toe touch test, where you sit, you bend down, touch your toes. We have to measure the distance between toes and their fingers. Okay. Then also I thought to measure her balance, like confidence and balance measured by ABC. In Parkinson's, we will be asking some questions, how confident you are feeling in taking objects, walking, outdoors, indoors, those things. And also one is reach test, functional reach test. She told like she'll be independently going to kitchen and take vessels and come, like plates and all, she has to put it in the sink, wash the hands. So I took those activities and I took these tools, outcome measurement tools, and I wanted to see the improvement. So 1 slide, friends. Yes, sir. So outcome measures are tools which tells you the objective measurement details. Okay, either you can use that to see the result of your treatment or their baseline measure, or you can see how it progressing. So these are objective evaluation, like writing an exam. It gives you a mark. Why we are going to school? Not to get higher marks, to learn things, to understand the process and to apply it in our life. So that is goal. These are just objective tools to tell you about their situation at that point of time. Okay. So now goals. So mostly my thoughts were over the impairments or the activities limited. But I also asked about their goals. What do you wanted to do at the end of physiotherapy treatment? She wanted to visit Sai Baba temple in next street, around 200-250 meters from her house. And daughter was there along with this conversation. And when I asked her, she told recently she couldn't participate much in functions, like family functions, and she was feeling difficult in walking outdoors, especially uneven area, and crowded functions will be crowded. So from daughter's side, she wanted her mother to participate in family functions, and from the patient side, she wanted to visit the temple. And of course I took it, but my most focus was on activity limitation, and this is participation restriction. Okay, now we'll see the video. So this video, like So there will be one photo before the video, sir. 5th slide, I think. This is in her own notebook diary. I just measured. Sir, could you? This first in October last year. This is November. Okay. Shoulder scratch test. She improved 5 to 10 centimeter. She can able to reach more behind. Toe touch. Yes, one side it was around 10. Next is only 2 centimeter. Tragus posture. I thought like she's having more flex posture. I just measure the distance between the head and wall. And chair stand test, she was able to finish. Actually, it should be 7-8. Just to encourage her, we have to complete. If they stand up and sit, that is 1. If they stand up, you should not measure. But I took it as half. So it was 7.5 in 30 seconds. Later, she was able to do 11.5. And tuck test time to stand up, walk 10 feet, come back and sit down. It was 31 seconds and it was 18 seconds after a month. And 6-minute walk test, it was 284 feet within indoor only I measured. I took measurement of her hall and 284. Next it was 576, almost 2 times. Then balance, this denotes how much confident she is in doing her activities. An aspect of balance. It was 48%. Then it was 77%. Minimal clinically important difference is 13%. So yes, there is improvement. And this scales gives us risk to having a fall. That is, if it is confidence is below 69%, the patient is having more risk for a fall. So she crossed that cutoff. And functional reach, she was able to reach more distance from standing position. And she'll be happy to listen what she has improved, and I was happy to see numbers change and all. Everything was good. So the video. So as a physiotherapist, we learned these things from books, protocols, what to measure, what to achieve. I was happy with these numbers. But after this 1 month evaluation, next day we had to go to that Sai Baba temple visiting goal. Okay. So that day when we went to the temple and we came back, I realized how much a goal is important for the patient and also for the rehabilitation process. You can see she walked alone without touch assistance. And I didn't think she has to buy flower and all in the shop. It was unexpected. She wanted to buy flower and I didn't know there was steps in the temple. There was steps. And to pray, she has to close her eyes and stand. Those simple things, though I trained closed eyes and all, but these things I didn't expect. I might be a dumb, but and I can see this functional reach test or what all I measured. She was the goal incorporated everything in it. Sir. Can you replay it? I'll pause it and I'll tell sir. So this goal showed me what all I covered and even what I didn't cover. Okay, pause sir. I know it is outdoor. I had a session outdoor once, but it was early evening. The time we went is late evening. It was kind of dark. So this we have to train them both day and night outdoor. I missed this. Sir, please. Sir. This I didn't expect, buying groceries at store. She wanted to pause. She wanted to pay from her hand. I thought like I'll pay her. She was like, no, I'll do. She's coming after a year to this temple. She was visiting every week, but after this Parkinson's, she couldn't able to go there. And I measured all indoor activities. Step climbing I didn't measure. I didn't concentrate on step climbing. This showed me what I missed. You can see she needed more assistant. And again, closing eyes, standing for next. And it became dark. It is a ramp down. I don't think you can see. It is kind of climbing down a ramp. She has to offer flowers, she has to touch foot. I pause. I was glad I trained her picking things from floor, those things and all. And this we from ICF we learned how environmental factors influences patient activity. Usually, in my knowledge, we'll go to temple, we'll sit on the floor for some time, 10 minutes, we'll come back. But she underwent TKR, knee range is up 90 to 100. She cannot sit on the floor. Glad there was sitting facilities there in the temple. If it was not there, she has to walk 250 meters. She has to do all rounds around. I didn't know Sai Baba temple will have Vinayagar, Hanuman, Vishnu, Shivan, or everyone. She has to go those many rounds, and the walking distance was more. If she was not having this facility there, she wouldn't have come back. She would have lost her energy, those things. She had time to sit, sir. At 2-3 places she had to sit. One is, we came down through steps. She brought one set of slippers. She used it, but it was not comfortable. So I had to make her sit down in the ground floor. I had to go up, take another set of slippers. She had time to sit there, and we kept a chair near the gate. So she sat sometime near the gate, and she sat in the temple. She came back, sat in the gate, and she came back up. So she had 2-3 places to sit. A street, next street, 200-250 meters. This is Porur. We avoided Thursday. So if we take, sir, that outcome measures page. So though I concentrated the activity limitation, this one goal of going to temple, this important, that day I went there to houses to home. She was prepared with sari. I thought daughter will assist us. I asked, where is your daughter? She said, some emergency work, she went out. Then I was amazed how you draped in sari. She told she did it independently. First time after long months. So scratch test, it gives you number. But she was able to do her clothing independently. That gives meaning to that all test and meaning to the patient and even our treatment. This is covered. She has to, if you need to offer your hamstring like low limb flexibility, chair stand test, she has to sit and stand up in multiple places. She has to sit and walk, tuck test. She has to walk long 250 meters, in between I don't know how many rounds. Balance, functionality, everything, that one goal covered. So now I understood how important is to have a goal, and especially I couldn't have set that goal to visit Sai Baba temple. I would not have given that goal to any patient, but she wanted it, and her goal encompassed all of my assessment, everything what I wanted to improve. That one goal has covered it, sir. Collaborative. So collaborative goal setting is one behavioral objective where the patient and the medical team works towards it within a specific period of time. So during this conversation, it gives the patient chance to explain their difficulty, and also from it we can understand what their goal or what they want to achieve. So collaborative, of course, you and the patient going to discuss next. So basic characteristics are at least 2 people. Of course, for a discussion you need 2 people, but we should understand it can be more. You can include their family member, or if you are in a team of rehabilitation or even an ortho side, you can have orthopedician. There are orthopedician who discusses with physiotherapists for goal setting and all. And information will be shared by both parties. See, if daughter helped me to understand how was her current, previous level, activity level 1 year before, and how it has come down now. So what gap I have to fill or what ability I need to work on. Daughter was able to give that information to me. For us, we need that information. We can't give blank goal to everyone. So if it is from their side, we can able to tailor our treatment towards that specific goal. and we can explain treatment during this process and the course of treatment, what they can expect in a week or in a month. Next, both parties should involve in decision making. It is not like you hear their complaints, you set goal and you tell them, they say okay. Not like that. You discuss, I'll tell how the process happens. They should be an active involving person, or active involvement should be there during the decision making process, and also there should be an agreement at the end. Okay, we'll work towards this goal. Next. So it is not like black and white in collaborative goal setting. Some patient you need to give more input, some patient you may not need to give more input, they will understand, they will do. One is therapist controlled. So you discussing and you are understanding that they might need these goals, you are listing those goals and they'll say okay, we'll do on it. There is agreement, but you are selecting the goals. It is mostly therapist controlled. Okay, therapist led. Next, these are like varying level of patient's participation. Second level is patient therapist led. So there are some outcome measures. You can give a list of goals and they can select which goal they want to work on. Okay, you are helping with a certain amount of goals being listed in front of them, or questionnaires or something you can have prepared. I'll have example later we can see. Next is patient focused. If patient is understanding the process, the patient on their own they can set goals. You just have to guide them, that's it. Next. So these inputs are from systematic review. So staff's view, see, imagine we are treating a patient. If these inputs, what they want to do and what they are missing in their life, what they want to accomplish, if we get these inputs, we can tailor our treatment, and also we will be encouraged to actively involve in that. So these inputs from family and the patient help us to modify our treatment. And also this made the patient to actively engage. We want active engagement from patient. It is not like we are telling something they are doing and they are just 1 hour of treatment, that's it. If they are actively involving and they want to actively participate in it, they will give their 100% or most of their effort. Okay, it will help us in our treatment. So these things therapists found helping them. Next, ma'am. Next is patient view. They enjoyed the process. Imagine you move to a new location, new house. You are searching for a barber shop. I think men can relate it most. You are going and sitting. Suppose if he is just starting to cut your hair without asking you, how would you feel? Just for that you are feeling bad. How about a whole treatment process? If you are not asking them what do you want to do, how do you want? So so that feeling of ownership help them, and also it help the patient to have tailor-made goals, and it help them to understand the rehabilitation process. See, a lot of patients are now understanding what is physiotherapy, but a lot of people it will be new to them. They'll be like blank what to expect from the treatment, or what is the course of duration. They'll be having no idea. So we'll get an opportunity to explain all this during this discussion, and also it will help to guide initially, and they can check back, okay, from this point I have come to this point. So that understanding helps them to give more effort. Next. So what are the benefits we are getting? Of course, the patient will be motivated, and their cognitive or affective cognitive, like their satisfaction, their confidence, knowledge, it has been proved to improve in studies. And also in one study on a brain injury patient, they are seeing there is increased improvement in function using Barthel index scale and FIM scale by using the collaborative goal setting. Okay, apart from treatment, by using this you are improving the outcomes. So how you can make it practical? Have an education session. Okay, tell this is what I expect from, this is what your condition is, this was the expected outcome, this is what treatment is, and this is what expected course. Okay, educate them. Without education they can't set a goal. Okay, without knowing I can walk next month or next week or next day, they can't set a goal. Okay, it is very difficult for them. So have a education session with them, and also decision aids. Like I said, a lot of questionnaires are there, or list of goals you can give them. You can lot of tools are there to educate, and also I will ask them to have a diary, workbooks. I will ask them what you are able to do today, what was difficult, how much pain you had. So those things, having a journal help them to look back or throughout the course they can understand it better. Next. Of course, this helps us to have a tailored approach, and there are things which we can learn, decisional coaching and agenda setting. This helps us to improve our understanding and practice of collaborative goal setting. And of course, in school we have learned less than 3 weeks is short term goal, more than 3 weeks is long term goal. You see the impairment in assessment. Pain is there to improve pain. Range of motion is less to improve range of motion. Walking is bad to improve ambulation. So these kind of things, collaborative goal setting, one, it improves patient self-esteem and therapist self-esteem. Okay, I felt confidence after noticing this, and it helps the patient and therapist rapport. They will have more trust on you. They will trust the process. So that rapport improves your ability to provide healthcare treatment and their ability to participate in the treatment. Okay, so these things will not come in books, but learning these things in the education itself will help the therapist, outcoming therapist, to have more confidence in the treatment and the patient care. Next. So this is just one incident with the patient, and if you understand this and if you are able to carry out this in all of your treatment and all of your patient, they will feel more confident, your outcome will improve, and you will become better therapist to provide better care to the patient. And please try to practice it, and that's it for today. Thank you all for listening. Any questions?
Whole slide was upside down. That's okay. That's good.
No sir, பட்டு தான் சார் புரிஞ்சுது. அதனால ஃபஸ்ட்டு பட்டதை காமிச்சேன், அப்புறம் புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டதை காமிச்சேன். Any questions?
Both of the presentation was, it was that